Hello, bienvenidos. Come right on in. Welcome to the Fun Factory. Okay, this is all about early childhood education. I'm Miss Sadie, and I'm going to be your teacher, your mentor, your counselor, your friend. I'm going to be the person that's going to help you. We're going to do this together. Navigate it. That's what you want to call it. Early childhood education from infancy all the way through the age of 5. And I have a goal, and the goal is for the children within that age group, 1 up to the age of 5, to have their own personal home library. I've got the books to send them out. What you need to do is to pledge to become a part of and support my Patreon channel, The Fun Factory, Early Childhood Education. Learning is going to take place, and that's simply because it's going to be set up just like a classroom, preschool classroom. And even though the ages vary from infancy, young toddlers, older toddlers, preschoolers, and pre-K, all of that is going to take place. And all you need to do is support my Patreon channel, and we're going to get together and learn together how to best get our children to get interested in books, in learning, and whatever is going on in their young lives at the preschool level, at the level even before preschool. If you have children that are in daycare, and maybe they're not that interested, it could be because of the curriculum. It could be a number of factors. But at any rate, when you come to the Fun Factory, it's going to be interactive, it's going to be hands-on, and even though I'm on this side and I'm on camera, I'm still going to be able to be in contact with you because I'm going to use my landline phone to have conferences. Someone asked me when I was putting this program together, they said, well, how are you going to be in contact with the parents? And I said, okay, let's say a parent has a concern about your child. Maybe they're having difficulty with their name or with the alphabet or something like that. I can have a conference with them, and they can tell me more about Jerome or Antoine or whomever, what's going on, and we can discuss strategies or ways to help support him, in that. It's whatever it is. I have to reach out. I have to get feedback. I have to know pretty much what's going on. I know, and you'll be able to see what we're doing here, but I want to know how it's going to impact you and what you're doing with your child at home. If they're in a preschool, they're usually there for about 8 or 9 hours a day, and learning hopefully is taking place. But with us, learning is definitely going to be taking place, but in a fun environment. And, if it's fun, it makes the children really want to learn more. It's based on, my philosophy is based on the STEAM program, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. And we're going to include all of those activities in the lesson plan. Yes, a lesson plan for infants, the toddlers, preschoolers, and pre-K. Now, what I did was bring along some of my students so you can see, how real this is going to be. But before I do that, I'd like to explain to you how the program works. There are levels that you can pledge on. There's the $5 level, I believe the $10 level, and I haven't been on my channel in a while, and the $20 level. And you will be getting different materials in the mail through these different levels. You'll be getting a lot of information simply from participating in the program and watching the program. The program is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the same number of days your child goes to school. And if there are older siblings, I have books for them as well. I just need to know the age of the older children in your family and pretty much the subject matter that they're studying. And I could possibly have books related to that. So it's going to be fun, interactive. I can't wait to get started. I just wanted to do this first and give you sort of a short overview of about what's going to be happening. And like I said, the goal is for every child between the ages of 1 and 5 to have their own in-home personal library. And how they're going to do that is books that are going to be sent to them through the mail, and we're going to be reading together. And it's for parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, older siblings, teachers, counselors, anybody who engages with very young children in an interactive manner. And I'm a hands-on person. I've always believed about doing things hands-on. Um, and if I look like something's going on with my eyes, it's only because I took my glasses off. As I was practicing and I kept looking at the screen, you could see the reflection of the lights. I'm still working on getting the lighting straightened out. And you could see the reflections of it. I even had the circular light. You sort of do big round circles. I'm like, no, I can't do that. But hopefully you can see me okay. And you can see the background. I have the sign up here. It says, all you can see probably is path. But what it says is follow your path. That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow our path. And I'm going to start things off as we all start off, as infants, okay? This is how I have my infants set up. I hope you can see the baby that's in there. We're going to start with them. There's going to be activities that you can do with them other than what you usually do. There isn't going to be any canned music. Canned music means music on your CD box. We're going to sing. You don't have to have a voice. You're not trying to get a contract, but just the sound of your voice, if you do it with ease and you are consistent, you will find that that's soothing to very, very young children. And I say very young children, I mean the infants. We're going to learn how to talk to infants, how to hold them, and just how to keep them happy. Now, when they get fussy because they're teething, there's strategies for that too. We can't do anything about them teething, that hurts when the tooth is breaking through the gum. But there's going to be a lot of positive strategies that we can use, and hopefully you will use them. Here's another infant, okay? Yeah. All right. Now, from infants, we go to the young toddlers. Like I said, I've got my students with me, young toddlers. I'm going to bring a sister and brother, Matthew and Sarah. Hold on a second. Here's Sarah. Here's Matthew. Sarah, where's hiding? He does that sometimes. Okay? These are my young toddlers. You'll get to see them as our program progresses. Sister and brother. Brother's over here. Matthew and Sarah. And they're twins. They're not identical, as you can see. They're fraternal twins. But what I want to let you know is that Matthew has a diagnosis of autism. He was hiding over there a few moments ago, and that's okay, because I've had children in my classroom and in my care with a diagnosis of autism, and they can learn. They just learn differently. I've had children in my care that have been born and diagnosed with Down syndrome. They learn differently. And because they learn differently, I had to learn how to teach them differently. And it was a good experience. I learned so much from them, and some who had therapists that came. So it's all about the learning process, hands-on, the interactive connectedness that comes about, and it all has to do with just making it fun and just really being involved in what you're doing. Hold on, I'm going to put them down, and I'm going to bring over a couple of more of my students, okay? Like I said, toddlers. Here's one from preschool. Yeah. You think pretty big to be preschool? Well, actually, what happened was they were transferred from another school, and because we didn't have room in our other preschool class, they were put in my class, which is great, which is fine. I love it. We have a lot of fun together. Okay? I'm just showing you some of the students and what they're going to be doing. Hold on. Preschool, pre-K. Yeah, she's the oldest child. She missed it because her birthday, I think, came on September 1st or something, and you needed to be 5, I think, by the 5th or 6th, I'm not sure. But at any rate, pre-K, okay? We're going to be learning activities to do, learning activities for the pre-K classroom as well. So, I have a variety of work to do. And all included in it is going to be music. It's going to be the STEAM program, but a lot of the activities we're going to be doing with science, music, certain art. Oh, I love the art part. I'm not an artist, but I like to paint. Okay, and I found that my students like to paint also, and your children are going to like to paint. If they've not painted before, they'll be getting materials in the mail where they can paint. But you're going to have to be present, parents, grandparents, older siblings. You're going to have to be present with them when they're doing the activity. There's just so much that we're going to be doing through the school year. And it is a school year. School has already begun. Books. But that's the main focus, is the books. I have 3 up there. I've got at least, oh gosh, I've got a storage unit full of nothing but books. And that's why when it was suggested to me that I do a Patreon channel, the first thing that came to mind was books, how I can share the books that I have with families out there. Okay, so this is a little bit, like I said, it was fast, a little bit of an introduction into what my channel is about, and there are people who can support the platform, and I just feel we should all support our children regardless of what ages they are in their learning process as they grow, change, and develop. And I just feel that I'm just so blessed to be able to be a part of that through Patreon. So I will look to see you. I'm going to post this, and I will look to see you on my Patreon channel. And I say on my other channel, on my YouTube channel, when I'm doing my oldies, I always say I look to see you on the dance floor because that's for music and dancing. But with Patreon, I'm going to look to see you in the classroom. Miss Sadie, I'll see you soon. Oh, and don't forget to pledge. Amen. This, I think I've got the right one. No?